Two of my clients just got their first paid coaching clients with this model I'm about to show you. Another one of my clients has hit 22K months. I've hit 20K months with this new community model that I don't see many people talking about yet because, yeah, it's relatively new on the scene. So, if you're a spiritual entrepreneur and you're tired of spending hours and hours creating content for the algorithm that doesn't convert, you probably have an audience and have put so much time and effort into building it, especially if it's on TikTok or Instagram, and the conversion just isn't there anymore. Maybe it used to be, but you feel like you've been friend zoned in your content, watching everyone else on the highway and you're just at this standstill. Then this overview is going to change everything for you. I actually made clients and then I realized I needed a visual to map it all out. So I'm going to walk you through my exact system. I'm going to do a live demo of the AI that I use to attract the clients, build authority, and the complete roadmap so that you can implement it step by step. So if you are ready to work smarter, not harder, then this video is for you. Here's a visual of how all of this works. We're going to go through it like piece by piece, but essentially you're only ever doing three things in business. I feel like we have this tendency to overcomplicate, but it's only ever attract, convert, deliver. And this is the exact system I use, but let's go through it bit by bit. I don't know why that page skipped. Okay, so the game plan is I'm going to show you how I earned $20,000 a month with a free community, how I'm able to create 1 month's worth of authority, building, visibility, boosting content in an hour, and the new model that attracts more customers and gets them to spend over and over again. The problem that most coaches don't see coming, or some of the problems, is that most bro marketing online business building strategies are geared towards generators and manifesting generators, the ones who can hustle and grind, and even they don't want to do it anymore, okay? Because you have to be hustle and grinding, doing the work that you love to do. Jennies and Manny-gens, they don't go to bed, they pass out, but that feeling of satisfaction comes from deploying themselves and doing something that they love. So they can hustle all day and they're still going to be miserable if they're not doing what they really want to do. And you came here with a specific, unique purpose and gifts that you have to share with the world. And then a lot of the non-sacrals are trying to follow this post daily content advice, which you do have to do still, but there are ways around this. Like, we can get creative. This system was built for energetic efficiency. So especially if you're a non-sacral being, or if you're a generator, manifesting generator, deconditioning yourself from this hustle culture of I have to work hard. Like, we make things so much harder than they need to be. But I hear this so much. People say, oh, I consider my content, like my TikTok or my Instagram, my free community. That kind of community does not equal clients. That equals friend zone. You're so inspirational. It's not enough because you only have 60 seconds to capture somebody's attention, and what you do requires depth. And for them to see you as a teacher, a leader, a person who can help them with their problems, and it's very difficult to convey that in such a short window. And there's 1.5 million other people doing it. So what they don't tell you is it's so difficult to convert straight from short form content. That doesn't mean it doesn't have a place in our content ecosystem or business ecosystem, but it can't be our sole means of bringing in new clients. It just can't. When you're selling high ticket, the issue with that is, especially if you're a beginner, everybody's selling high ticket. It requires a massive amount of trust and proof and credibility to really convince somebody that you can actually help them in such a way that it warrants charging high ticket. And it's really difficult to do that if you don't have the proof yet. If you're just getting started, how do you stand out? And the problem with low ticket is it requires a massive audience. Most people dramatically underestimate or overestimate how many people from their audience are actually going to convert. Only 1 to 3% of your audience is going to buy from you. So even if you had this massive audience and you were able to convert some of them into a membership for, let's say, $99 a month, you're going to work just as hard to convert them and to deliver on the offer than you would for a high ticket client, except they don't get the same level of results and you don't get paid. You're burning yourself out. They stay for a month or 3 and then they leave. That's just the nature of a membership. Now, I'm not saying there aren't really great memberships that have gotten their the churn down to under 3%, but it's just as much work to convert them. So especially at the beginning, we don't want that to be the focus if we're really committed to bringing in revenue and making an impact as soon as possible. And to hit 20K months, I was in Alex Hormozi's private mastermind last year, the Skool 100, and he said that most people dramatically underestimate the number of people who need to know about you in order to succeed in business. So the question is, like, how much time and energy and effort and hustling do you have to pour into this business without getting the ROI you need on your energy to be able to go full time doing this? It takes 7 to 11 hours. Google did research on this for someone to make a purchase decision. From the moment they find out about you to the moment they buy, they have to spend that much time with you. And this can also vary depending on your human design. I'm a 4/6 projector, so my people need to know more about me typically to do business with me. It might be less time for a fifth line, but overall, from when they find a purse that they like to when they buy it, 7 to 11 hours. And that operational complexity is death for the educational creator, meaning you think that having 2 offers or 2 communities is only like one extra thing, but every offer, every ideal client is like infinitely more actions required to make it successful. Simple is sexy as fuck. I'll just tell you right now. And we covered that. So right now, you have first mover's advantage. While everyone else is chasing virality, vanity metrics, going in ChatGPT rabbit hole circles, you can be creating a freemium model with an AI powered content system to scale effortlessly. And they're all just gonna be like, they're gonna be the ones sitting still watching you on the highway, like, how the fuck did you do that? How did that happen? So let's cover the different money models. So there's 4 different models on Skool right now. So money model attracts more customers and gets them to spend more money faster over and over and over again. Because money is just an indicator of value provided to somebody other than yourself. So we can and should want to make as much as humanly possible, because the more money is in the hands of good people, the better the world is going to be. The first one is having a free community. Free community is great because you get a ton of people to convert. You're making an impact, you're doing what you love, but you're not making any money. So that would really just be like a hobby. I mean, it's fine if you don't want to make money, but it's more of a hobby. The second model is doing a paid community. So this could be high ticket, low ticket. And with paid communities, the issue is, when they've done research on this on Skool, only 4% of people are going to convert from your about page if it's a paid community. So you're not going to get as many people in there. And then, like I said, I'll break down the issue with this in just a second. They might not stay more than a month. I've had clients come in who are so excited to work with me, ready to go, wanted to do the work in theory, and they get in for a month and they realize it's hard and then they leave. And the other issue with the paid community is it's like you have to serve everybody who's willing to give you their credit card. Like if they go to your about page and they put in their credit card and they come into the community, now you have to deliver for this person who might not be an aligned client, but you have to accept them because that's just where we're at. The other model is doing a free to paid community. So this is actually what I did for a while before I discovered this new model. So like I said, it's great to have a free community because it's so much easier to convert. Like once they've joined your free community, you're providing value, you're showing up, they're getting to know you better, building authority, and that's amazing. But what happens when you do a free to paid is the most active members in the free community, once they become clients, they join your paid community, and now all of a sudden your free community is a ghost town. You've got two separate communities to manage. And it just, like I said, operational complexity equals death. So we don't want to do that. The last one, and this is what we're covering today, is a freemium money model. This is really the best of both worlds because it's what a freemium community is, we'll cover this in more detail in a second, is it is a free community on the front end, high ticket on the back end. I'm sure a lot of you are thinking, how do I make money with a free community? Oh, I'm so glad you're here. So that's what we're going to discuss. That's what we're going to discuss. And Skool rewards you and will send you free customers based on activity. So if you have a good free community, Skool will promote your group and send you traffic to bring more members into your community. It also has your free and paid clients in the same space. And so what happens is your paid clients are going through your programs, they're getting your coaching, they're getting results, they're posting their wins in the community. And now all of a sudden the free people is like, oh shit, she knows what she's talking about. Wow, this really works. This is exciting. It creates natural FOMO and urgency. The best way to show someone you can help them is by actually helping them. And the next best thing is helping someone else and having social proof. It's built-in social proof. So the best money model has to be one that works for the most people, allows you to make great money without needing a massive audience. If you have a massive audience, that's just an asset and it's awesome. It just means you're going to make more money doing this. Having an audience is a huge asset, but only if you are able to convert them. It allows you to make an impact on the world and have happy customers. Who doesn't want happy customers? It doesn't force you to work day and night doing things that you hate. We're going to have to do some things that we don't love, but ideally less and less of those and more of the ones we do love, which is usually serving your clients. That's what we started here to do. And doesn't try to force you to be somebody else. When I was in the 100, they wanted you to do, called it the rule of 300. 100 minutes on comments, 100 minutes of content, 100 minutes in the DMing people every single day. I don't have the energy for that. So a freemium community, that's a free community on the front end, high ticket on the back end. It allows you to make a huge impact because free groups have a 20% conversion rate versus 4% for paid, which means that for every person who goes to your about page, 20% of them are going to convert and join your community. Now, all of a sudden, you have their email list, their email address, you can get their phone number, you're able to reach out to them in the DMs, they can come to calls. There's like infinitely more opportunities to impress upon them that you can actually help them by actually helping them. It's amazing. Huge income because you're creating more trust, goodwill, proof, and there's always going to be people who want and are willing to pay for access, speed, and support because information is free. We have ChatGPT, Google, YouTube University. Information is everywhere. What people are craving and willing to pay for is transformation. They don't want another course. The benefit of working with me one-on-one, I tell all my clients this, is you don't have to watch all of these videos. You can, and I do assign them certain videos like I know are going to be helpful to them, but they're able to get there so much faster. And I know my one-on-one clients see results that much faster because of the accountability and support. And the same is true for you. The same is true for you. It gives you purpose so you can work when you want, where you want, with the people you want, doing things that you're passionate about, because now you don't have to accept everybody as a client. Everybody with a credit card and a pulse, all of a sudden, you don't have to accept them as clients. So you can fire clients or you can choose not to work with them because you can just tell that you're not going to be a good match. Let's just say it like that. And I've been able to move to Croatia. I mean, this shit's real. I started my Skool April 2024. Here we are. I'm reporting this in July 2025. Moved to Croatia. living in a penthouse in Split, going to the Adriatic Sea every day. I'm not kidding. Like, this is so dope. I'm recording this video because I actually made this for one of my clients, and I was like, you know what? I should just make a video about this because it's gonna be helpful. It's super simple because you only have one group to manage. You have more activity. It's a better community experience because the more people engage and are active in the community, the higher you're going to show up on search results in Skool discovery, the more notifications members of your group are going to get, and the more opportunities they have to engage and get support and receive value and build connection. The world is more connected than ever right now, but people are more isolated and lonelier than ever. We think because everybody's got a phone and Wi-Fi that like people have friends and a community, and like that's really not true. One-on-one coaching is great, but what I've noticed is a lot of my clients really are craving that community, and we're able to foster and co-create that together, which is so dope. All right. Now you might be saying, Amanda, this is amazing, but like, how do I set it up? How do I fill the group? How do I bring people in? And I'm going to show you all that in just a second. But before I do, let me just show you what's possible with this. So one of my clients just got her first 1K client. Another one of my clients just brought in her first paid client. I mean, like, this shit works. People always ask me, like, how long will it take to see results? Well, you know what? I don't do guarantees like that anymore because these steps work, and how long it takes is willing to put in the work like consistently and just show up through the face of fear, uncertainty, doubt. It works. But another one of my clients raised her prices she went from charging 7K to 10K, signed an 11K client, more customers in my sleep. Some people are obsessed with my DM bot. $10,000 in a single fucking day, 4 new clients. I mean, so many wins. So this entire strategy it's built on 3 pillars. It's a 3-pillar ecosystem. Okay. So we have YouTube, which is the best platform for sales, trust, and authority. It's where you're able to deliver depth. We have short form content, TikTok or Instagram, for visibility and to create opportunities for conversations. I'm going to show you exactly how I do this in just a second. I'm going to get there. And then a freemium Skool community. Those are the 3 things we're working through right now. And the AI I built, the 100K Business by Design AI, I just said that. It helps you leverage your human design to create the content for all 3 of these in less than an hour. I'm able to create all of my content, including my YouTube scripts, short form content, in less than an hour a week. It used to take me like 20 hours to create all the content I needed in order to build my business. Now it's under an hour. It's amazing. But your aura type, human design, is like an energetic personality system that tells you how you're meant to lead, serve, and sell. And any business growth strategy that does not honor your unique design is going to result in burnout, fatigue, bitterness, frustration. And so that's why it's so important, and it's built into every single thing I do with my clients. But projectors, you're here to make things more efficient, guide people through a system. Wisdom, depth, insights, long form, deep content. Generators, it's about making them feel like the most interesting person in the room, giving people things to respond to. Manifestors are the niche, the visionary, the bold leader. You're here to call the future into us and give us all jobs. Manifesting generators are fast multitaskers. Let people know that you have a step-by-step system so they know you're not going to leave them behind because people can't keep up with you. And reflectors, you're really like the vibe check of the entire planet. So the old way of creating this content and filling a community would be like spending hours and hours on content that disappears into the void, hustling for likes to stay relevant, especially like on TikTok and Instagram. You have to constantly be posting every single day, or they don't even push your content out anymore. You have 500 million different ChatGPT threads. So you're going in these circles in ChatGPT and you can't even find the thing that you were looking for. Like, I don't even know. I have so many different things in here. And if I wanted to find the specific thread I was looking for to create this piece of content or the prompt, I mean, it would just take me fucking forever. There's no connection between the content. You end up copying someone else's strategy or what you've seen work for them, and you're getting really burnt out and bitter, wondering why people aren't buying because you're only relying on short form content. So the new way is this 100K Biz by Design AI. And what makes this different is instead of fighting your design, this AI syncs with it and maps out your entire strategy, including your content, sales, everything based on your offer, ideal clients, niche, and human design. It's already trained on these things, so you don't have to do that. It creates a cohesive content ecosystem instead of just like random posts trying to keep up with the algorithm and stay relevant. It's able to analyze viral video content and help you recreate it in your tone of voice. Writes YouTube scripts, including the titles, thumbnails. You know how long it used to take me to make a YouTube video or a script or a thumb? Oh my God, it just take me fucking forever. And then it wouldn't be right for my business or my brand. Okay, so here's my AI. Rather than going into every single thing, let me just show you how this works in real time. So, boom, boom. All right. Help me brainstorm 10 YouTube video ideas. Mm-hmm. I'd like to create a YouTube playlist of videos that I can work on this month. So it should be 4 to 5 videos. Can you help me brainstorm 5 playlist ideas that are going to work for my target audience and ideal client and honor my design? Hmm. Human design for high ticket sales. All right, great. Let's do number 3. Can you help me write the script for the first one, please? It's already trained on how to make a YouTube script. Oh my God, this would have taken me hours, hours and hours and hours before. I just can't believe it. Oh my God. And like when you use this AI, it's already built for you. It already knows how to make the scripts. It already knows your human design. So now what I would do is just either put this on like a teleprompter app or something, Big View, or I think there's one called Teleprompter. Take this out and make the video. Oh, check this. Great. Give me 10 title thumbnail combination ideas for this video. Thumbnails and titles. Okay. This is big for projectors because we get really bitter. And I think most empathetic, sensitive, spiritual entrepreneurs are very, tuned into other people's feelings. And so rejection hits really, really hard. And so it is so important to have I have a script, but it's more like a framework. I don't follow it word for word, but I know the sections, the points that I need to hit, and I'm able to actually use this AI to make the script based on my offer. And it also analyzes my sales calls. This thing is so dope. I'm just showing you this part though today. The biggest reason that spiritual entrepreneurs suck at sales though is they're either jumping on sales calls, treating it like a vibe check or a get to know you session, and they don't have a script at all, or they're not reviewing their sales calls. They don't when you're reviewing your sales calls and you're getting the same objection or response over and over again, you use this AI to update your script so that you're preemptively addressing those objections both in your script, and you start creating content answering the objections preemptively so that you're not having to have the same conversation. And this AI does all of it for you. So now what I would do is once I've recorded that video, I would upload it to YouTube, obviously. And then this is what I would do. I would just copy this link back into here. And now I have my repurposing prompt. Oh, here's a hack. So with Poppy, which is what this AI is hosted on, you get credits, like a certain amount of credits each month. And once it's got understood the resource that you've attached to it, you disconnect it so it doesn't continue to pull from those and use credits. Amazing. Oh. So it gives me the verbal hook, the title hook, the value, and the CTA. Boom. God, this would have taken me so long forever. And even gives me my strategy. Now, a final note on how this works. So I would record those videos, and what you do is you create the YouTube video. It gives you the 10 short form pieces of content to promote it. And don't make the mistake that I see a lot of people make, is that once for each of those videos, the short forms I just showed you, it's going to be a 2-step post, which takes advantage of a loophole in the algorithm. So by getting comments on a video, they're going to push it out to more people. So they comment a specific word for the full training. So I'm going to create a piece of short form content and be like, for the manifester, and I'll send you the video. Once they comment manifester, I'm responding to their comment in the comments. Then I'm reaching out in the DMs, and my first DM is, hey, I saw you commented for this thing on my post about the human design sales approach. What's the number one struggle that made you want to comment? Or what specifically made you want to comment? Then they respond. You're not just going to send them the video. You have to start a conversation. And this is the best way if you don't have like a really fancy lead magnet, or it doesn't even matter. This is just the best way because you're creating long form authority evergreen content on YouTube with the depth and that it requires for people to buy high ticket and trust you. You're in your YouTube videos, in every single video, you have a CTA that says join my free community or book a one-on-one strategy call with me below. Okay, so you create the short form piece of content to promote the long form. It has a CTA to comment this word. You reach out in the DMs. You start having this. I have 100K sales by design AI that will literally tell you exactly how to approach them in the DMs and what to say, because there's 4 points that you have to hit in the DMs. It's alignment, urgency, budget, and exclusivity. I can't go into all of those now. I just don't have time. But then you send them the YouTube video, or you book a call. Again, we just know that this works. This is one of my clients. Just in case you feel like it can't be this simple, or
I started working with Amanda 2 months ago, and since we started working together, I hit $22,000 months. I manifested over 65 paying clients in my business in 2 weeks. fucking mind blown. Amanda, thank you so much for your coaching, your support, your tools, your resources. You have literally helped me take my business to the next level. Like, I am so fucking grateful. Thank you, Amanda.
Do you know how happy that makes me? As a projector, there's nothing that makes me happier than helping my clients succeed and be more efficient. I mean, it's just, it's the best feeling in the world. So now probably a lot of you are probably asking, okay, Amanda, so it's a free community. How am I actually going to make money? Like, this sounds cool, but how am I going to do this? Okay, so the way you're going to do it, the way that you can upsell people from a free community are reaching out in the Skool DMs. You can do calls. Like, this is what I do. I have a weekly matcha muffin Monday call that's open to everybody. I also have a paid mastermind call that's locked just for my paid clients, but I can do calls where I show up, I add value, I put my face in front of them, I help them. You can also do affiliates. So let's say someone else wants to start their school, they can use your Skool affiliate link. Now you're getting 40% of that every month. You can even promote someone else's community, and you can get affiliates for helping them bring in members. So let's say you don't have a program yet, but most of you, I want you to have your own program. The affiliate part that I love about Skool is, like, if they end up starting their school because they want to have a community, they use your affiliate link, but you can also sell other people's communities or courses or coaching and get affiliates on that. And then also posts. So I have a welcome post in my community. It says, hey, welcome to the party, and give them like 3 action steps. And one of those is, hey, are you looking for more support? Do you want to get there faster? Here, apply to work with me one-on-one by booking a business strategy session. Okay, so then what do you upsell? What you can upsell, like I already talked about, is the affiliates and referrals. You can sell one-on-one and done for you, which is how you're going to start. You always start here. You do not go, I would not go make a whole program. I would just start working clients one-on-one and doing the unscalable. And a lot of you might be thinking, oh, Amanda, I don't want to trade my time for money. That's not scalable. Like, you don't need to worry about what's scalable right now. You need to focus on serving your clients and serving people and figuring out what they actually need help with and are willing to pay for. There's no other way. And it's the simplest thing to deliver on. You can also do a cohort program. So my paid mastermind includes one-on-one and group coaching. And I have paid courses that are locked just for them. And you can also have a course, which would be like a one-to-many situation. And so real quickly, the way that I would set this up is the first step would be starting a Skool community. Very, very simple. You just put an image on your about page. You can say join if it's free, you can just say it's free right now. I'm going to be charging for this soon, but you just start a free community, add a picture to this page. You're going to do a little welcome video in the community. Hey, welcome to my community. And if you're in here, you can look at my welcome post and just copy that. So I'm telling them start here, add the calls to your calendar, book a one-on-one call with me and with a little video, and introduce yourself below. Then I would add a call to the calendar. So I have my Matcha Monday call. This is open to everybody. This one is only open to my paid clients. And the way this works is I have things in the classroom. I have a free videos in the classroom, which is the roadmap. Everybody gets access to that. And these are for my paid clients. And so what I did is I have the mastermind replays here. And when I add the call to the calendar, this Matcha Muffin Monday one, it's who can attend this event? All members. Then you're going to add another call to the calendar. Once you've brought in a few one-on-one clients, you can add a second paid call to the calendar. And the magic here is I can say who can attend this event? Members in a course. So now only my paid clients can access this call. And the way that you upsell with this is, like, let's say you bring people into your community and make it free, and then you do discovery calls. You reach out in the DMs, you find out what they need help with, and then you you just add something to the classroom and you make it a buy now. Let's say I'm going to charge $9.99. This would be my, done for you YouTube scripts. I'm just doing this as an example. Buy now, $9.99. Add. So now when I'm on the sales call, I can just send them the link to this course. They purchase it through Skool. And now they get access to the course. And in the course, I'll be like, okay, uh, book your onboarding. This would be my Calendly link. And like add the calls to your calendar. And then this would be the link to the paid call on the calendar. Very simple. And to create the content to promote the community and grow your group. And once you've set up this free community, you're going to invite 3 of your friends. So it's not a ghost town. We don't want it to be like 0 people in there. So go through your contacts, your email, your phone, your text, invite your people to the community. That's the best way to get it started. And then you're going to use this 100K Business by Design AI to fill it by building authority on YouTube, short form content for visibility. And the second cool thing about doing YouTube playlists is that now when you send them the link to the YouTube video in the DMs of your short form content, it's going to send them to a playlist. So now they can binge hours of your content. And now all of a sudden they trust you enough to buy, but they're definitely going to join your school. And you can double that YouTube playlist as a course in the classroom. So let's say I do a human design for sales playlist on YouTube. So anybody who finds that on YouTube is going to see the whole playlist and binge that. Then I'll also could have a human design for sales course in my community that can double as my free content. And beneath every single video of in my free community, I'm going to say, click here to book a call to work with me one-on-one. Very simple. If you just want to buy the 100K Business by Design AI and you just want to do it by yourself and run with that, like that can definitely work. I'll put the link for that template below this video. If you use that link, you'll save $25. But if you want my help setting it up and deploying it in your business, that's what we do inside of my one-on-one coaching. And it's actually included in my business mastermind. I actually buy it for you. But the reason that this is perfect timing is that Skool gives you free members. There is no other community platform that's going to send you free clients. That's insane. 99% of creators are still using ChatGPT. They're creating vanilla ass content. They're trying to convert straight from their short form content. They don't understand that they need a content ecosystem to make this work. And so they're working 10 times as hard trying to convert from a TikTok video than they would if they had a free community where they're actually delivering value and people are able to see all the other wins that you facilitated for your clients. I mean, it's only a matter of time. When somebody has spent 7 to 11 hours watching your content and seeing the results you've gotten for other people, it's only a matter of time before they raise their hand and be like, hey, Amanda, can you please help me? Can you please help me? I need help. They don't want to have to watch another course. They don't, because we buy a course, you only finish part of it and then you don't get the results because you don't know how to execute it and implement it in your business, which is required. Human design reveals how you're wired to market, sell, and lead. And you're able to use AI to automate all of this in your unique voice. And Skool gives you the perfect home to build a community aligned with the energetic role that you're here to play. It's building a business by design, not burnout. And people want connection, not fake perfection and overly produced reels. They want to connect with each other. You have unique gifts that you're here to share. They don't mean anything if you're not sharing it. If you have charisma, if you make people feel good about themselves, if you're a singer, you're meant to make other people happy through that. And you can't if you're always hustling for the algorithm, depending on it to put you in front of the right people to buy from you, and then they don't, and then you just start wondering what you're doing wrong, why it's not working, why is everybody else getting results? Well, you're using the things in the wrong manner. You're trying to use a platform for something it wasn't designed to do. TikTok, Instagram is designed to keep people on the platform. YouTube is designed to convert, to sell. It's amazing. And right now you have first movers advantage because nobody's really fucking doing this yet. I'll just tell you that. Most people, while your competitors, like I said, are waiting for the next one-on-one client to come and save them and magically hand them thousands of dollars, hoping the algorithm gets them in front of the right people, going in ChatGPT circles and rabbit holes, creating content that people are like, oh, you're so inspirational. And it's like doing well, likes and engagement wise, but nobody's buying. Slowly becoming irrelevant. while they're waiting for the right time to get started because I just don't feel ready. It seems like it's too hard. I can't do it. What if it doesn't work? While they're all doing that, you're going to be running one high converting freemium community, doing what you love, leveraging your energetic authenticity, getting paid to exist, making an entire month's of content in 1 hour. You saw how fast that was for me in 1 hour. And it's trained to be a high ticket sales coach. So it knows exactly what I need to cover in my content for each platform to sell my offer. And you could say ChatGPT does that, and it doesn't, but it can also analyze my YouTube videos, my competitors' videos, their TikToks, their Instagram, help me recreate them in my own voice. You'll be converting in your sleep, becoming known as the leader, the expert in your space, and you're going to be converting 5 times faster with less effort. But the window is closing. So as more people discover this model and this AI, the first mover's advantage disappears, because right now everybody's sleeping on it. So the ones who implement and deploy this in their business now are going to dominate their niche. AI is not here to replace your creativity or take your job, but the people who learn how to use it to be more productive and efficient and reach more people are going to take over. So if you want this exact AI system, you can click the link below this video, join my free community, Spiritual Business School. It's just skool.com, SKOOL/Amanda. And if you want my help setting all of this up, I'll put the link to book a call for that below this video. Thank you so much for watching. I know this was a long one. And make sure you subscribe, because I'm going to create one on my DM flow next. Okay? Mwah.